Good girl. All right, now we can get started. I really feel like I perform differently when Link is on the couch with us.
Yeah?
She's my good girl.
Perform.
No, this is all a performance. It's all a facade. This is all fake.
Oh
Hello, happy Monday.
This is Oddvice, I think.
It's just fake. We're not even friends.
Oh my god. That hurt.
This is how you found out that we're not friends.
Should I move out?
No, I'm only kidding. I'm talking. I feel like everything's fake. Not on a negative note, because I just had a call. Okay, this is coming up Monday. Oh, if you're listening to this on Monday, while you're listening to this, I'm in Santa Barbara at a summit, and we're talking about the facades of social media. I was just on a call, like, talking about it because we're kind of briefing the panel that I'm on. And it just, like, every time I think about it, like, the reality of it, it sends me into, like, a,
Yeah. It definitely, like, takes off your heart-shaped glasses, if you will.
Yes, absolutely. But that's why, you know, I value myself and creators like myself that, and not dogging other ones, but, you know, I personally value ones like myself that are real.
Mm-hmm.
And you too. And, like, us making Oddvice, like, we are real no matter what we're going through. We don't just put the facade before everything else.
I think we just find it so much easier to be ourselves.
That's a given, but you know, a lot of people don't relate to that. And
well,
how
yeah,
crazy is that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of people are so not okay with putting themselves out there when they want so badly to be in this space.
Yeah.
And they think they have to be someone else to get there.
But you could also argue there is a sector of the creator space, a very large and, you know, successful sector of the creator space where you can just be a commercial creator.
Right.
And just get your bag and brand deal.
Numbers.
Just, yeah, it is a brand.
Yeah.
There's people that look at their creator job. There's creators that look at their job as like, oh, this is part of the job. And I respect those too. I mean, they're making money.
Wow.
Like, if we want to talk
right
monetizing, like, they're making more money than I'll ever make.
I think, I mean, speaking just for you and I, we just have everything affects us so much mentally and emotionally.
I couldn't start podcasting until Link got
level.
here.
Right. Like, everything is so personal to us that, like, our careers, and I think we've always known that the second we step foot on FITM's campus, we knew that, like, our life would be our career.
Yeah.
And our career would be our life, but, like, in the best way possible.
For sure.
And there's no way the track that we've been on, we could have separated the two.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just, like, it shows in, like, what kind of creator you are, you know?
Yeah. No, I am grateful for it, and thank you. And it's nice having you, someone who, like, sees that way too.
Yeah.
Because for so long, I've always felt that way, but then people around me were like, no, bitch, like, this is how you do it. And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
So it turned to, like, my self-worth that I can't see my job that way. I must not be made for this job. And I struggled with that for years too. But I feel like I'm, you know, it's kind of crazy to say 6 years down the line, but I'm finally to a point where I'm so okay with the sector of the creator space that I'm in.
Good.
And I'm like, this is what I wanted all along. And I'm realizing that.
Yep.
And, oh, it's amazing. Everything's great. It's just everything's fake too. So, like, pick a side, but, like,
pick a side.
Happy Monday. No, Link, please. Oh, Link just got off the couch, guys. That's all for today.
4 minutes in.
We should post, like, the shortest podcast ever one time.
April Fools.
Well, no, shit.
No.
Should I edit that out? Now they're gonna know.
No, we'll do it for, like.
Don't.
Okay. Well, no,
I got you guys.
It won't be a prank. Like, we'll do, like,
no fun.
Our 420 episode should just be us sitting here, like, doing the fattest fucking bong rip, and then we'll turn it off. And they can just guess what's gonna happen next.
So, what would you have to write in on Patreon for the Friday episode? You should really dive into that art piece.
Right.
Like, so what I think they're doing here
is okay, so I don't know if you guys watched it. Did you ever watch Derek Delgado's In and of Itself?
No. Yes.
Okay. I think I think the night I watched it like the week it came out.
Night.
Yeah, I got everyone in my life to watch it. If you haven't watched it.
Oh my God, go watch it.
Go fucking watch it. Anyway, there's a part in the I don't know, documentary in the show where he has one guest stand up from the audience and leave, And there's this book that they passed around throughout the whole series.
Like
Throughout the whole
he
tour.
did the same show at different stops.
Right.
You need that context.
He has one person stand up and leave the show and write in the book what they think or how they think the show is going to end.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone gets to come up with their own like happy ending.
So fucking cool.
And they pass it on to the next person. It's so cool. Go watch it.
I wonder where that book is now. Like I want to read it all.
He probably has it. It's thick.
I want to watch that again.
Oh, I've watched it like 4 times since.
I forgot about that part. Yeah, no, it's so good.
I read he has a book too. I forget what it's called.
I bought it for us.
Yeah. Did you ever read it?
No, I have it literally in my book thing.
I've read that like probably 3 or 4 times too. Please read it.
Is it like the same message?
A little bit. Conceptually it is, but he goes a lot into his own story and how he got into like sleight of hand and how he was like rigging poker games in Hollywood back in the day. Like it's really cool.
Oh my God, I never read till this point I forgot.
Ugh.
That's the type of shopper I am.
Yeah.
Like I'll buy something. I'm like, I'm going to be obsessed with this. And then I bought the book, gave Alex her copy and forgot I had it. And that was 2 years ago.
Read it on the flight tomorrow.
Maybe. I think tomorrow I want my flight to be really peaceful. And like, I just want
is the epicenter of peace.
For sure. But I mean like vegetable peaceful. Like I want to eat all of the snacks and just sit and watch some stupid movie.
Dramamine?
Maybe. Or maybe I'll take an edible before.
No shot.
I'm not taking an edible before.
No, you're gonna get off the plane. Where do I go?
Hello, I'm gonna never come back.
You're gonna make them land the plane,
and I will successfully make them. I'll act like I'm having like a heart attack. No, I shouldn't joke about that.
Yeah, don't
that
joke about that.
Super
That's
stupid.
Crazy.
I don't mean that. So yeah, I'm going to LA for the next fucking 600 days of my life. It feels like, and other than like the reasons we're going, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave New York. I was walking today, going to get my card from the bar that I left it at the other night. Oh, we have to talk about our dates.
Yes.
And I was like thinking about how I have to leave tomorrow. And like, I remember when we lived in LA and I would have somewhere to go, I was like, I'm so excited to leave LA. Right. I was always I'm not excited to leave New York.
No, I'm like not like dreading it. Like obviously why we're going, and my trip's a lot shorter. You have like a lot of free time on your trip. So I get that. Yeah, there's nothing like in LA specific. Like I'm not, the only thing I'm like dead excited for is Mexican food.
And In-N-Out.
And In-N-Out.
I'm so, sure. We're still going to like have fun, but
it's just like
comparing it to my mentality of living in LA, it's just so different.
Right.
Let's talk about our dates. So, last Wednesday, Alex and I went on dates, not together, other people. And, it went really well.
It went so well.
So do you guys have like any background of this date? Hi, links back, by the way, if you're on audio, just in case you care.
I don't think they know much.
Yeah.
You had said you had met this guy a couple of years ago, and I had said,
was that on a Patreon episode though?
No, I think we said it.
It was this?
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll say it again because we repeat everything else already. I met this guy 2017 or 2018. They blend together. I went to Dubai. I met this guy. He was really cool.
Rhymed.
Hey, it just keeps rhyming. We kind of always stayed in contact. Like we've obviously followed each other on social media right away. We got each other's number, but like that was kind of that. Should I be honest?
Always.
Right. Thank you for that. That was really deep. No, I'm gonna cry again. Everything's making me cry today. No, guys. After my phone call, a business call, I came out here and cried because I was so happy from a business call. Anyway, I met this guy, and no, I'm tearing up. I'm not tearing up because of him. That feels weird. Like, at the time, I was in a relationship, and when I'm in a relationship, I am so fucking loyal. You were the only person I care about. Like it's, as far as like, I'll always be like attracted to other people. But when I'm in relationships, like my, I don't like
you got your blinders
with other people.
on.
Right.
Yeah.
Meeting this guy in Dubai while I was in a relationship was the first time ever in that relationship that I was like, whoa, I want to flirt with this guy, but I have a full-blown relationship. I'm years in a relationship. And it was the weirdest feeling. I mean, I felt guilt. I felt shame. again, these are my feelings. I'm not saying you should feel these things. Do your own thing. But it was a really weird trip for me because I was like so far from home and it almost felt like I was in like another world. And on this trip, I was with a friend who was also in a really committed relationship. So it wasn't even like it was one of those trips where you're in a relationship and you're with hella single people and like you're kind of like, oh dang, I wish I was keeping up with the girls. Like, no, it was a chill trip. I was there for work, but I was super drawn to this guy and nothing ever happened of it. Years go by. He's always lived in New York. I obviously lived in LA. Once I moved here, he hit me up a few times, and every time he'd hit me up, it was just like I was genuinely busy. And it felt silly because I would always have to say no. And I'm like, I feel like he thinks I'm just saying no, but like I'm genuinely busy right now.
It was a lot of like spur of the moment stuff too.
Right. Which is fun, but like obviously it doesn't always work. Not always
realistic.
Sure. So he finally hit me last week and was like, I want to take you out. Like, let's catch up. I'm going to book a spot. Like, be ready 6:30 Wednesday. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. Like 4:00 comes around and I'll save you the details. The date couldn't work. He was like too far out of town, couldn't make it in time. I couldn't push it later. So we rescheduled to this past Wednesday, which is perfect because Alex ended up having a date at the exact same time. So we both left for our dates, like about a half hour apart from each other. We went and got omakase sushi, which I've always wanted to do. I always see places that do that. And like, it just sounds so much better than having to order for yourself. And it's like the freshest fish ever. It was delicious. It was a BYOB restaurant, which I didn't know existed. Literally never know that was
There's a lot of those out here I'm finding.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And like we saved so much money from that.
I bet.
So I brought a bottle of wine and we went through I think we had like 10 to 12 pieces of nigiri. It was so good. Yum. The conversation was great. It flowed really well. Like I was immediately comfortable. The anticipation fucking killed me though. I forgot how much.
I've never seen you with that much like built up anticipation.
I think because also it was like a week anticipation because it was I almost got like blue balled last week. Yes. Like, and then it got pushed to this week. It was just so much anticipation. I can't think of another word. But then he picked me up right when I got in the car and like saw him, like obviously like my brain like remembered him.
Right.
And I felt that comfort that this wasn't a complete stranger. It was really good. We finished dinner kind of quick because it's one piece. Like they bring out the next one. Like we were there like an hour and then we went and played pool, which is really cool.
Fun. Did you win? Is he competitive?
No, because my definition of competitive is like really intense and like kind of ugly. Right. And he's not that.
Okay.
But he's genuinely fucking good. Like he was so good at pool. So like he could be cocky because like he was actually he knew what he was doing. And what I appreciated is like, you know, he would like sig on me for a sec and be like, come on, because like I obviously suck at pool. But then he was like, no, let me actually show you. And like it wasn't on some flirty shit trying to put your arm and like show you how to hold the pool.
You know that scene in Sweet Home Alabama?
Exactly. Right. Like it wasn't like that, which I respect. Like it just genuinely turned into like, so this is what you do, blah blah blah.
Cool.
I love that. I love that dates aren't always just like flirt.
Right.
Like they are in movies. Duh, Kristen, it's a fucking movie, but that's all I know of dates at this point. So no, I did not win, but he did, and he was really good. And then Alex and I were gonna meet up after, but then we both were just like, let's just go home because it was already kind of late, and we both
ended up staying out way longer than we thought we would. I thought we'd be done within like an hour and a half.
I thought I would see you by 9.
Yeah,
but like I didn't get home till like 9:45.
I stayed out till like 11:30.
Was it that much longer?
11:30.
Oh my God,
I called my Uber
crazy.
at like 11:04.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it went well. And I left my card at the billiards place and I went and got it today. That's my story. How was your date?
It went really well.
Good.
A couple things that I like noticed off the bat. I was able to be super comfortable with him, and we like the second I sat down, the conversation never stopped, and that's so rare for me.
Yeah,
like there was not one point where I was like, okay, fill the silence. It was so cool, and it was different because I feel like I've been on a couple dates where, or like especially dating on apps where you'll like set something up and then you almost set it up too far in advance. And
loses its luster.
You lose your luster and there's no communication beforehand. And it's like, there's this weird, like, you have to like pick it up where it left off thing.
Yeah.
But what was really cool about like the way me and this guy communicated throughout, because we had set up our date. I think I had said this on the last episode. We had set up our date like a week prior, but like the conversation never stopped, which was really cool. We literally texted like up until I was texting him in the Uber on the way there, and that's about crazy. like having normal conversation. Right. And then
we didn't talk at all.
No. I don't know. There's something really like comfortable and casual about this guy. We have like a lot in common. Okay, so I'm wearing this sweatshirt.
That's it?
Yeah. We were talking about like the difference, or like our favorite bars in New York, and like he was telling me how he's lived here for like 10 years and his perspective on the city and all of that. And he was talking about this bar. It's called
Mr. Fong's.
Mr. Fangs, I think.
Is that an A? It looks like an O. Oh, Fong's.
Mr. Fong's.
Yeah.
And he was like, he had brought up merch, and I think he saw like my eyes flicker, because he was like, do you like merch? And I was like, you have no idea. Like I
such
love
a weird trait of yours. I love it.
Is it?
It's just random.
I love merch.
Like, I didn't realize until you told me he liked it too. I didn't know that there was a community.
I guess, and I didn't know that either. But like he was showing me like a couple places. Obviously this bar, he was showing me a couple places like on Instagram of little shops that he like likes to get his merch from. Like he has the same like heart eyes for merch that I do. So he took me to this bar, and he wanted to get a sweatshirt as well, but they didn't have his size. So we got this, and we ended up going to another couple spots, and we ran into like his friend who was out, and we were just like hanging out. It was like so cool. We did have a little kiss.
Slut. Just kidding.
It was cute. We were walking through this neighborhood, and we were talking about like all the brownstones and like all the houses and how cool it would be to live in like this area, blah blah blah. And then he kind of just like stops me and like pulls me closer and give me like a little peck. It was so fucking
cute.
What
a New York love story.
Yeah.
Like next to the brownstones.
And it was like and it was like kind of chilly outside. And like it was really fucking cool.
Good.
So I think we left like our third or fourth bar at around 11, and the whole night we're just like laughing, having fun. Like we were talking about everything under the sun, and we're getting breakfast together on Saturday.
Where are you going?
Dudley's.
Yum.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so pissed.
It's like one of his favorite spots too.
I could have third wheeled.
Yeah, that would have been fun. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, the effortlessness was so cool.
You know, a first date goes well when you planned the second date on the first date,
right?
And you guys did.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
And like breakfast, and then we might go. He might take me through Brooklyn, because I haven't been to Brooklyn yet. He's gonna like show me a couple more of his favorite spots. He was talking about this like paint and pour thing. He's like, maybe we can hit that up. We're just gonna like have a day.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. You have to like send me updates.
Excited.
Wait, what if he stays the night?
No, he won't. I'm not gonna invite him over. You crazy?
You're not gonna invite him over?
No, I'm by myself. That's
You're right. He could murder you.
Scary.
He could murder.
I don't know him that well
yet. And my girl might freak out.
Right.
She's gonna work at him.
I even though I'm like super surprised by like the comfortableness of all of this, I don't want to get out of hand.
Still want to take it slow.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Even though like, I don't know, I was talking to Brie about this, how he is like super excited to go on Saturday, and like it was so effortless to make this second date, and a lot of the times that would scare me.
Yeah.
But I've also learned that all I ever say that I want is someone who is equally excited as I am about life and things, and like has like, I don't know, the perspective that I have on like making plans and doing things and like having fun and it not being serious.
Yeah.
And he has that. So I'm trying not to self-sabotage and like really take it for what it is.
You already are. I was like, before you said that, I was going to say like, I hope you're seeing this growth right now.
Yeah. It's uncomfy, and like that's how I know what I'm doing.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I'm glad you went on it. Like the day before I thought you were going to cancel.
I was, yeah.
And I'm like, don't cancel, please don't cancel. Like
I wanted to so bad.
For sure. It's just easy, but I hope you guys can learn from Alex's situation right now. Like, just fucking go.
Be uncomfy.
Yeah, like you can always leave talking about date things.
Right.
But yeah, like it's, how bad could it actually be?
Right.
cue the
And
worst date stories ever.
Right.
Those exist too.
It turned out to be probably, if not the best date that I've ever been on, like easily like top 3. Probably no, it was probably the best date I've ever been on.
I don't even like. I've had good dates, but like, how do you know like what the best date is?
I mean, I haven't been on a shit ton of dates. It's always just like,
right.
He was maybe one of like 3 that was from a dating app,
right?
And who I had no prior relationship with beforehand.
Like started from zero.
Yeah. And so that's kind of like where I'm gauging. Like I had one other one, and I've always said is the one like right after my relationship, right?
It's just like a lot.
When I first moved to LA. But I don't know. It was just like, it was like I was hanging out with an old friend.
Yep. That's very meaningful.
Yeah.
But take it one day at a time.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
don't read into it too much.
Of course.
I say that 'cause I know I will.
It's already scaring me.
But that's also like so primal of us.
Right.
Like you come home and you're happy. Of course you're going to fantasize shit. But like acting on it is when it could be self-sabotaging.
For sure.
Right. What would you, so you'd rate your date like 10 out of 10? I'm trying to think what I'd rate mine.
I'm going to say like an 8.9 out of 10.
I'm going to say 8 for me.
Good.
I didn't like my outfit.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like when it ended up being way more casual and like I looked cute, but like
it's not functional at that point.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
especially playing pool and shit.
Exactly. Like I immediately wanted to change. Yeah, I don't know. That was only my 3rd date though. I feel like I don't have enough like date credentials to like fully take it for what it is.
And also like I see so much on like especially TikTok, girls who go on dates like once a week. I don't think I could do it. I'm so not like a serial dater. It's a lot of energy. Yeah.
Like not even on some hippie shit. Like straight up, I was just so tired the next day, and not because he was draining. Like our conversation was great.
Yeah.
It's just giving that situation, like kind of going through the first impression mindset is
your mind has to be on the whole time.
It definitely felt it was more exhausting than an average day here at the Coat and Mac Tea household. But the people that do go on dates all the time, the serial daters, whatever, I think you also can get a momentum.
Yeah.
It probably like if you value it, like it's easy. Like it's not gonna be this daunting.
And I think it's just not, I mean, to like simplify it for me at least, it's just like not my personality type. Like I
like don't care to go on that many dates.
No.
Like I'm not trying to like hurry up and run through all these dates so I can figure out who I'm gonna be with. Like I'm in no rush. So like if it happens, it happens. But I don't care to be doing this often.
No. So don't expect these.
Yeah. So this is probably the only one you're gonna get until our husbands.
Right.
Next episode will be talking about our wedding. Yeah.
Ooh, I can't wait till we're in that phase of our life and we're still doing Oddvice.
Oh my God, yeah. No, I was thinking in bed the other night. I was like,
we're gonna have like babies here at one point.
Okay, I'm glad you see it that way, because I was scared. I was like, what if Alex wants to stop one day? No, like I started thinking, I was like, what if Alex wants to go and get married and like move to like Russia? And she's like, dude, I can't do the not necessarily, but like I can't do the podcast anymore, and like
not me sitting you down and saying, dude, I can't do it no more.
Dude, I gotta go to Russia. Maybe it was a bad dream, but I really like ran through that thought process and was like, what would I do? Like, do I keep it going? It's just like solo, and I'm like, no, like who am I gonna talk to? Link? Sorry, mama.
No, we're gonna be doing this tour.
I'm game if you're game.
Yeah.
So
no, like you guys can't get rid of us.
I would love to be doing this and like going through like
every phase of our life.
Yes, and like helping people through their phases. Like this doesn't have to stop unless you go to Russia.
I promise I won't go to Russia.
Could you imagine if you?
It's far too cold. Like New York is pushing it.
I don't know anything about Russia, like weather-wise.
Oh, it's ice.
Like Arctic?
It's cold.
Like New York cold? Like Lower East Side or like
oh my God. Okay, so yeah, I kind of said it, but what I'm wearing is this Mr. Fong sweatshirt. It has like a cool design on the back.
Check it out. If you're on audio, it's like really thin line art.
Can you see? Super
artsy. Like the art can almost stand for like a flower shop.
Yeah.
It's like that same type of vibe.
We should go to this bar. It's really cool.
I'm down.
Yeah.
Mr. Fong's, it sounds like well established.
Oh, I'm losing a thread.
Oh, just burn it. What, are you wearing pants?
The whole thing. Yeah.
No, not
Yeah, I'm just wearing biker shorts from Brandy, and then
Do you bike?
I could.
Ugh, I couldn't. I biked today and I got off early and walked the rest of the way.
Are you serious?
My knee's bugging me.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, what socks you wearing?
I'm wearing my weed socks. I'm not even a smoker.
Yeah. What?
No, I feel like I got you a pair of these.
I know, but give me those.
I feel like I front every time I put these on. Like, people are gonna think I'm a pothead.
Like,
I'm not.
damn. You're like pretending to cough, make it look like you're smoking.
Take that out.
No shot, Lily. Don't take that out.
Yeah, these are my weed socks.
Wait, can we take a quick pause?
Quick break.
Okay, we're back. Lily is our new editor,
Oh yeah,
guys.
so if you hear us say Lily, that's who we're referring to.
Yes, it's not nobody's in the house. We're
Hey,
not
Lily.
voices in our head. No, damn near. It's Lily. She edits now. So everybody give it up for Lily.
Woo!
Woo. I'm wearing a shirt. It's a Lord shirt. It's her merch. Oh, I love merch. And what do I have underneath? Just like little white booty shorts that I do not need to show on YouTube. And then I'm wearing these socks. Oh my God, they have so much dog hair on it because they're black and you could see. But my mom was here last weekend and she brought these for me. They say, need coffee on the bottom.
But first, coffee.
I'm trying to show you. I can't hold my legs up that long. But they say need coffee and it came with like a pajama set.
Cute. Why aren't you wearing the whole set?
Because it's so fuzzy. I would be sweating. It's really, really fuzzy.
What does that look like?
Like it's like a black long sleeve and then a flannel bottoms, black and white and gray.
Comfy.
Yeah, they're super cozy, but I don't think I could break them out till December. You can't wear flannel unless it's December.
That's a lie. Oh, flannel is so fall.
You're right. Okay, you're right. I could wear it. No, I actually totally take that back. It's not. Sorry, I don't want to start a controversy. Okay, song of the day. I went on my Spotify to grab it, and I had a little banner that says in 13 days Taylor Swift's album comes out. They have a countdown on Spotify for it.
And they started at 13.
It's going to rock the world. Yeah. I hope it's good. It
Shake
will be.
The world.
Oh God. It will be. I'm excited for it. That has nothing to do with this. My song of the day is Uh-Oh by Tate McRae.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
What's your song of the day?
Mine is
That one.
Shut Up, My Mom's Calling by Hotel Ugly.
I saw a TikTok the other day that talked about the evolution of
the names
titles of songs.
Yes.
What the hell
What
are
the
we
hell?
doing?
I mean, we're running out of options.
Right.
Like,
Yeah, that's true. Because if
You
you
don't-
name a song the same thing, like in the search bar, it's going to come up under a million songs called Love.
right.
That's super funny. Why don't we name... We should name songs. Like we should go back to naming songs their MP3 file name,
Yes. Why has no one done that?
and nothing else will ever show up as that, and it'll stay.
Love that.
Should we be musicians?
Should we start naming our episodes?
What does it export as?
.move.
It'll export as, what would this one be? Or I usually say like 7visual.mov. That would confuse people. We would get no clicks. They'd be like, what's this episode about? It's just like roulette every time.
This was uploaded by accident.
You just have to like listen to figure out what the fuck we're even talking about. That's funny.
Damn near they already have to do that.
I know. Our titles are either like super literal or they're like one part of it and we take like one little joke. It's kind of like show titles.
Yeah.
Like,
but
we're
they're
watching-
gonna listen if they want to listen.
Sure. Yeah. I don't know. There's a big part of like
Algorithm
buzzwords and yeah. But we were watching Handmaid's Tale, and the episode that we were watching, a big part of it was a password that they had to use, and the password was beret. And I literally paused it and checked if the episode name was beret, and it wasn't. And I think that episode name should have been beret.
Yeah, lost opportunity.
I always think about when I watch shows, like what I would name the episode. And they called it Fairy Tale.
Yeah, that's weird.
And we watched the whole episode, and it didn't make sense.
I don't see that
There's
at all.
nothing about a fairy tale. Very weird. Speaking of fairy tales, Prince Charming. And what's the opposite of Prince Charming?
I was like, where are you going with this?
A fuck boy. That was a good segue. That worked, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
That was great.
Yes, thank you. For real, we're going to talk about fuck boys. As you can tell by the title, because our titles are accurate.
Great.
Yeah.
We should throw a little disclaimer in here.
Yeah. Yes.
This is all fun and games, guys. Like,
until someone gets hurt.
This topic is very judgmental in its nature.
Yes.
And that's what we're going to do this episode, is sit here and judge.
Yes, completely. So if you're not cool with that,
just click off.
We understand, because judging is fucking rude. But you also, if you know us, like on some real shit, you know very well that I could go on a tangent and a deeper reason as to why I think fuckboys are fuckboys. Because they're lacking the love of blah, blah, blah. Like, I could get into that, but that's not what we wanted this episode to be. We want to talk about fuckboys on such a literal level, the way they dress.
It's like such a specific sector of a man.
Yes.
When you're out in a social setting and you've got your flirting glasses on, and we just want to talk a little bit about what you want to look for, if you want to avoid them, or you know what?
You want to find them.
Right.
Hey.
You could take this for however you want to use it.
Different strokes for different folks.
Love that.
If you like fuckboy, like, hell, I get it. Like, if you're out in fucking Cabo with your girls, you want a fuckboy.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. We've been there.
We did that.
And this is how you find them. Or you want to steer clear, like, this is what we do.
These are the warning signs.
These are the warning signs. Our warning signs. Again, we don't know anything. We thought of this episode idea because we were watching Dated and Related, the new Netflix series.
Suspect show.
Super weird title for a show. Alex was like the other day, she's like, do you want to start this new show, Dated and Related? I literally like gulped and was like, sorry, what is it called? I see what they're doing though. It's back to the titles of things. It's all about that buzzword, that algorithm. What's gonna like
it piqued our interest.
Right, it worked. It's pretty good. It's very like Love Island-y. They wear like the same exact mics. The house looks the same.
They're literally in a villa,
and they refer to it as the villa, and it's a very similar show to it. So it definitely feels good to watch because we miss Love Island. I don't know if you guys do.
Yeah, definitely like scratches that itch, if you will.
But there's these two sets of not two sets, one set, two people. I always fuck that up.
Really?
Yeah, come on. Look at me. They're cousins, one set. And again, I'm sure they're great people.
Right.
I'm done prefacing that, but I feel like I'm going to keep saying it before I say something mean.
This isn't a judgment on their character or like their morals as humans.
They were casted because they're fuckboys.
Right. And they even fucking said, I know I look like a fuckboy. Like,
right. Yes.
They milked that shit.
So whatever. They were total fuckboys, and we were like watching how they are in the show, and we started commenting on it to each other, just like giggling about,
we've seen this before.
Right. And then Alex is like, wait, we should do this for an episode. So let's start with facts only, okay? This is the only fact you're going to get this whole episode.
This whole thing is facts.
Right, you're right. Yeah, what Alex said. A definition of a fuckboy. It is a weak, or what does that say?
Contemptible.
Contemptible. What does that mean?
Being contempt. Let's take a look.
I know what like being content means. Is it the same?
No, contempt. It is the feeling that a person or a thing is beneath consideration, worthless, or deserving scorn.
Jesus.
Whoa, that's harsh.
That's a little harsh. Let's go with the second definition. A man who has many casual sexual partners. We got this definition off urbandictionary.com. Cites, what is it? Cites.
Sourced?
Source cited. What's like your cited thing? Cited?
Source cited list?
No, cited.
Your sources.
You know what I'm talking about. The last page of your essay.
Sources cited.
Yeah. Well, that's what this is.
Are we talking MMA? MMA?
UFC format. WWE format. So yeah, a fuckboy, you know, just that guy that's like super cocky, but you know it's in like just a puff your chest type of way. And
their confidence and their cockiness really takes the forefront in, we're talking like super social situations.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we don't know who they are behind closed doors.
Right. And I think that is their goal, is hiding who they are behind closed. Like,
right.
In those situations, I think it is very much a facade.
It's to peacock, and like we're saying, like there's deeper reasons to everything. It's definitely like a, you know, if anybody, no matter if it's a fuckboy, fuck girl, or anything in between, if you are peacocking, you're usually hiding something.
What is the word? A distraction.
Distraction.
It is a distraction.
Right.
And they use that cockiness to really drive their presence, and they like the presence being known in this social situation.
Mm-hmm. This would have been a great episode to do while we were still living in LA. Not that it changes, because we still know what the hell we've seen over the years.
Right.
But like, that's the epitome
of the fuck boy.
That's where I think
they know they're hot.
Right. There's actually a factory in Burbank where they're made, and they just get pumped out into their G-Wagons.
Yep.
And they just drive right down to West Hollywood.
And you can always tell by the haircut.
Yeah.
It's the curly. You know what? I think, unfortunately,
did someone die? Like,
TikTok has really given us the platform to show who's at the top of the fuckboy pyramid. And it is a trend. Like at one point it was like the curly fro. Right. Another point it was the mullet.
Yes.
Like it really is. And you know what's crazy is I see like a lot of like last night I was on TikTok and I saw this series of, it's like Spirit Week, and like every single cute boy at school has a mullet and like has whatever's trending on TikTok.
So in a way, and I'm sure we'll have a kind of better diagnosis at the end of this when we get all our thoughts out, but in a way, is a fuckboy almost a guy that just like hops on the trends and is, you know, especially in the modern term, like does the thirst traps?
Yes.
And, you know, does the dances, and like they're just okay with like.
And we've never had such a like saturated form of a trend, especially for males, I think.
Yeah.
For guys before. And I think it's their way of like kind of like, it's the cool kid crowd.
Mm-hmm.
And they think it's how you get the girl, and it's how you are attractive and cute to whoever you're trying to attract.
It's almost like rom-coms growing up. It was the jock was everything.
Exactly.
Now it's like the fuck boy.
Yep.
That's so crazy to me. I like to steer clear of them. They scare me. They definitely like
terrifying.
I will say I love to be friends with one though. Like if my homie's a fuckboy, like
paint the town red.
Yes, let's go like party. Like they know how to party. They like don't care if it's Monday night. Like they have fun. I'll give them that. But yeah, I personally steer clear. Ultimately they're not emotionally available.
Yeah.
However, they'll tell you they are. They will tell you right away a fuckboy, or they'll say, this one gets me every time. You know, on the outside, like I know I look some type of way, but like I'm really just like a teddy bear in the inside.
Right. I'm more than just my looks, and I
love that you see that.
Right.
Right. No, it kills me. If you're more than just your looks and you're a teddy bear, no, you're not.
Right.
Yeah.
You wouldn't need to say that.
Exactly. You can't self-proclaim yourself as that. I don't know. Again, generalizing here, but there's also like different types of fuckboys, I think. Like it isn't just the dangly earrings. There's categories.
Right. There's categories.
There's like
one that we've kind of known our whole lives growing up in San Francisco Bay Area.
Right.
The Marina boys.
A finance fuckboy, a finance bro.
A finance bro.
That's like the term we got to use. There's also fuckboys that are like car guys.
Oh, yeah.
Fuckboy car guys. I kind of like them.
No,
like,
we used to have a group at our high school, and they would go and like park all of their cars next to the boba tea shop.
Quickly.
If you guys have one.
Yeah.
And it was like they would park all their cars, leave their cars running, and stand outside. And it was kind of hot.
No, it was dripping. Panties dripping. Literally, like, those boys are the reason I like BMWs till this day.
Yeah.
Like, I love that car. It doesn't count. I'm not talking shit about those boys. Those are my boys. But those are fuck boys. There's also like sneakerhead fuck boys, like streetwear fuck boys. What other fuck boys are there? There's also like, I'd love to hear, there's got to be a version. I know somebody out there, please let us know. Like, is there like a tech version of a fuck boy? Think about that.
Oh, have you seen the guy on, yes. And if I see him, I'll send him to you.
Okay.
There's a guy on TikTok, and he uses his, how do I say this? He uses his like, his place in the tech industry and his kind of like self-proclaimed nerdiness to attract girls, and he does like thirst traps while he's like coding. Let me see if I can find him real quick. Okay, so I found the TikTok. Basically, I think it has like 13 million views.
Jesus.
And it's literally him, and he's like looking at the camera and it goes, point of view, you lay in my lap while I code. And then he like puts the camera on his lap and he like looks down on it like hella thirst trappy.
And like his jawline and shit. And like,
right. Like it's
his glasses are probably not even prescription. Like
it's like unconventionally attractive.
Yep.
But like so attractive.
But like he got me. He got 13 million of us.
Right.
That's the thing. I'll be the first to say it. These fuckboys are sexy to the eye. You
to
know,
the
like
eye.
they're adorable. Like they're obviously like good looking. But then it's, I guess we're saying like how to spot them and like if you want to get away from them because like they will try and manipulate you and like pull you in and like
you can always tell that they have an ulterior motive.
That's the issue here. Is
like they're using this peacockness and basically using their attractiveness to get laid.
Yep.
And like 98% of the time, that is the truth. They're just trying to get laid.
For sure. Absolutely. And that's why I'm scared of them.
Yeah. All right. Backtracking a little bit on what we're kind of used to. Finance bros in the marina. The clothes. Patagonia vest.
Sperry's.
A button up.
Khakis.
You nailed it.
North Face backpack.
Yes.
After hours though. Like he wears it at night.
Brings his laptop to the bar.
The grind never stops, babe.
The grind never stops. Like, always knows the bartender because he's there far too often.
Yep, absolutely. And like not in a hot way because sometimes it's hot when somebody like knows.
It isn't like secretive. It's like,
hey, and they're just like, fuck, this guy's back again.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's usually with his coworkers.
Yep. Let's talk about the friends a little bit.
Okay.
I feel like if you still can't tell, honestly, I feel like this rule I'm about to say goes with fuckboys or not. This is just kind of like a sidebar of how to kind of learn more about the guy or girl that you're talking to. What are their friends doing? They got your attention, they bought your drink, they're like flirting with you, whatever. Are their friends like paying any mind to it? Are they just kind of like not even realizing? Because then they're probably used to it.
Yep.
Oh, this is Josh. He just does this. Or are they looking at you and him thinking like, you know, you can assume they're thinking like, whoa, like he's flirting with somebody.
Right. You can tell when it's out of the ordinary.
Yes.
Oh, you can also tell based on like roles in a friend group.
Yes.
When like, do you know what I'm about to say?
Like an alpha. Like,
yes.
You can tell if they're all like, hey, Josh, where are we going next? Or if Kyle's like, Josh, come on, let's go. Like,
exactly. You could tell
who's head honcho,
who actually has BDE and like the energy of
like alpha energy
compared to whether or not it's a front.
Yes.
And that's where the fuckboy comes out, is if it's a front.
Yeah, you could tell right away if like he's like, all right, let's go, and then like none of his friends like look at him. A, that's really sad.
Yeah.
Your friends aren't acknowledging you. Like, now I feel bad for this guy. And B, you're like, okay, like you did that just to like puff your chest, and like it's not. It's just
it's not
working.
Natural.
That's where false confidence is just such a harsh black and white. Is you could tell right away if it's not natural, it's not there.
Yep.
If it's not natural, it's not there. It's just because like we can all play up. We can all Google a bullet point list of how to be confident and play those for one night. But like if it's not there naturally, you can usually tell. You guys know what we mean.
Yeah. You can see right through it.
Right. Okay. Drink choices. This one is pure judgment because I know we all have a preference. You might have an allergy for all we know, right? Like whatever. I feel like the most fuckboy drink.
Vodka.
Yeah, definitely vodka. like a vodka cran.
A vodka cran.
No. I changed my mind. Vodka Red Bull.
Vodka Red Bull.
Vodka Red Bull. And like we're at like a nice bar. Like we're not like getting fucked up for a football game. It's not 12 of midnight at One Oak.
Right.
Like we're
Pick
at
something
like
off of the cocktail list.
Right. Like they have a great espresso martini. Like if you need energy, let's go there.
Yeah.
It's just like a level of class out the window.
We were out a few weekends ago and met up with this guy, and he ordered a daiquiri.
Oh my God, no. That's drink number 2. If you get a blended drink and we're not in Cabo San Lucas, what? Homeboy got a blended drink in a beanie and a hoodie
at a dive bar
in October. That's weird.
The amount of like left fields he was throwing that night was crazy. We'll get into that story maybe another day.
Yeah. Alex and I looked at each other because we were all at the bar, like literally the three of us ordering a drink. Alex and I got our drink, whatever. He's like, and like he wasn't kidding either. Like I get like the bit if you want to run with it, but like he looked at the bartender, he's like, strawberry like daiquiri, do you have anything like that? And even the bartender was kind of like, and Alex and I looked at each other and we were like it was
I don't
one of those
even
moments
know
where
if
we
this is
couldn't laugh.
Yeah, we couldn't laugh. I don't even know if this is a red flag because it just simply hasn't happened to me before.
No, this is new. No, this is like a new breed. Strawberry daiquiri. And he ended up getting it, and you could tell it like wasn't well done because even the bartender was like, I don't really have everything for that. I'm sure there's so many like cream liqueurs you need to like make it
a good one.
Right.
It looks kind of like I've never ordered one.
I've only seen the like pre-mixed ones.
Literally in Cabo.
Yes. No, I don't even like a blended margarita. No, that's another one. I think it's not only what they're ordering, it's in combination with where you're at.
Yes.
Or what the vibe is.
Read the room.
Right, because I'm all about getting trashed on cheap alcohol at a pub and like blacking out. Like there's time and place for that.
Dive bars need dive bar energy.
Yes.
Nice cocktail places need cocktail energy.
They just walk up and they're just like, I don't know, like vodka Red Bull.
Right. And it's like, okay, I've talked about this way season 1. I went on a first date and this guy took me to a craft brewery spot.
Oh.
And he got like a Coors or something.
Yeah.
And it was like, this is really, and it like this kind of shit doesn't matter to a lot of people, but like it is all preference here.
Yeah.
Don't take me to a craft brewery.
Right.
And get a Coors.
Yeah.
Read the room.
I also want to talk about, like, now that we're talking about like etiquette in a business, you can really tell, I mean, anybody, not just fuckboys, I should say, the way they treat
Staff,
the bartender or the waitress, the waiter, the host, the hostess, the manager, anybody, the way they order is one. Like I said, you know, they walk to the bar. I don't know, can I just have like a vodka Red Bull? Rather than like, hi, I'll do one vodka Red Bull, please.
Right. And it's that weird confidence where
Arrogance.
they think they own the place.
Yeah, exactly.
And we had also just talked about like the guy that walked in and like knew the bartender. And that level of it is this weird, like you think you have this like dope connection with the bartender, but really like they're just trying to do their job.
Right.
And you're trying to like break that boundary of them trying to do their job and like you peacocking and looking like you have this cool inn at this bar.
Yep.
And it's never matched.
Sure. Have you seen those TikToks? It's this one guy, gosh, I forget his name, but it's like him ordering at Subway.
No.
And he just like walks up and he's like, oh, what's up? Yeah, can I do I'll do like a honey wheat and then like a little bit of salami. No, dude, what the fuck? I didn't say mayo. Why the fuck did you put on mayo? I didn't fucking ask for mayo. Yeah, dude, I'll just fucking cheddar. Yeah. And then like he'll be like, babe, do you want anything? No, she don't want anything. Girls, right? Anyway, yeah, okay, that'll just be it. And a bag of Lay's for sure. Thanks, dude. And he'll like spit on the ground. Like that's
it's
obviously
exactly that.
Right. That's a very intense version, but like it's that I own the place mentality the second they walk into a fucking Subway.
Right.
So on that note, you know, the example, the TikTok I just said where he's like, oh, girls, right? You can also tell, like if you're talking to a guy and they're like, you know, they bring up something about one of their friends that's a girl or even like their mom or their sister, pay attention the way they speak about other girls.
Women. Yep.
Yeah. I think that's a big tell-all. Honestly, even if you're a guy listening to this, pay attention to how girls speak about other guys.
Yes.
Bottom line, the way people speak about anybody really tells you how much they gossip and all that, but that's a whole other episode. But yeah, I feel like a fuckboy, like they're so quick to just like fuck that girl or like she's not even cute anyway or like put her down or really objectify them. I mean, and then they make you feel like they're, oh, but you're different. I'm not doing that to you.
Right.
But then
you're special. I would never say that about you.
Right. Like you're just fucking different. Like you're so hot. And then the second you have to leave and he's mad that you're not going home with him, you're going to turn around and he's going to talk about you the same exact way.
Such a good point.
Pay attention to that stuff. I think it's also really important to pay attention to the questions they're asking you, if any.
Right.
Are they actually interested in getting to know you more?
This is great because I had my therapy session yesterday and we kind of hashed out my date.
Oh, cool.
And I had talked about how I get this like social anxiety, and one of the big things that I think about before any social situation in general, but like a date specifically, is the fear that I'm going to walk into it and not have anything to say. And how I've had dates where it feels like I'm talking to a brick wall and there's silence and it's not comfortable silence. And then there's dates like last night or Wednesday where I go into it and we can't stop talking to each other.
Right.
And she was like, do you think you can pinpoint why that is, what that is? And I was like at a loss for words, because I feel like I always think it's me. I feel like I can never pinpoint what it is. And she goes into how she has this threshold for anyone in her life, and they have to have curiosity.
Yes.
And she used this word in a way that I have never used it before in this context. Curiosity in a human really does bring out that desire to like keep a conversation going. And obviously like this episode is all fun and games, but this is like the number one tell-all, or one of them, where they go into the conversation and they only want to talk about themselves. They're not curious about anything about you,
right.
any like thing you're interested in. Eye contact is such a big one.
Yep.
If they're not making dead eye contact with you and not like staring you down, but like
looking around, what are their boys
right,
doing?
Looking around,
like,
and they're using their words and their, unfortunately, their looks to carry the conversation.
Yeah.
And they think that's all we need out of the interaction.
I'm immediately checked out when people are like that.
So checked out.
And not even in just a romantic setting. Like I've had people like that even on like fucking business, like Zoom calls. I'm like, the second it's like my turn to talk, they're looking down at their desk, like at their computer or something, you know?
Right.
You could just tell someone checked out. You're so right about that though. Curiosity, it's like the after effect of curiosity is feeling like somebody actually like needs you and cares what you're saying and like wants you. And
it's the level of interest that is so necessary for every relationship that we have.
Yeah, completely. I think that's a huge thing. Like I will always ask a million questions to somebody and I genuinely want to know all of them, but like every once in a while it's nice if somebody's like, what about you?
Right.
And that doesn't happen as often as you'd think. I'm not
I'm not here to carry this. It's a two-way street.
Exactly. And like I want to know all these things, so like I never ever feel like I want to express that, like, hey, I asked you this, why aren't you asking me? Because that's not why I asked you, but also common courtesy.
Yep.
There's so many moments in life where I'm like, why isn't this just common sense for people? And that's that. Okay, this kind of feels like a little bit of a backtrack because I want to talk about what they look like before you even meet them. If you're like, you found them on a dating app or Instagram or TikTok or whatever. I feel like their Instagrams, generally, it's going to be like the fuckboy mirror selfie.
Oh, yeah.
Which, like, I'm there for it sometimes. Like, a classic gym pic and you're, like, yoked. Like, I get it. Like,
sure, yeah.
On it. Like, you work hard for that. I get that.
But we need one.
Right. You know when you, like, look at somebody's thing and it's, like, every picture.
Yeah. It's just,
the
like, same picture over and over again.
But, like, at the same gym, just, like, different clothes. And it's just, like, progress week 2.
And it's, like, we can't tell the difference, Joe.
Right, Joe.
They are always Joe's.
Only like the workout ones. The workout ones are Joe's. Wait, what are fuckboy names? Jay.
Bryce.
Oh my God, Bryce. Jordan. Josh. Josh is a
fuckboy.
That is king fuckboy. Is Josh. It's the J names.
Oh, and that's
like
a thing.
statistic.
That's a thing.
Like,
J names, steer clear.
Steer clear. Oh, I'm thinking about J names. I know.
Kyle, Kevin.
I don't know. Kevin. Okay.
Kevin can.
He wants to be a fuckboy so bad, but like he's such
really
a good relationship
guy.
with his sister and like such a good relationship with his mom. But like his buddy Josh is like, dude, what the fuck? Like, let's fuck bitches this weekend. Yeah. He's like, yeah, dude, let's go.
But like doesn't belong there.
Right. And like they finally gets together with a girl and like she's like drunk and ready to fuck and he's like, do you have a condom? Like he's like super like, okay. He's a really good guy.
No, Kevin's are great.
And then Kevin's gonna find one girl one day and then his Instagram's just gonna be like all her and like the wedding. Oh my God. Kevin.
We need to find our Kevin.
I need my Kevin.
A big place that they come up for me is on dating apps.
What does their profile look like?
I feel like their first picture is always of a group of friends going out. He's always in sunglasses and you can never tell which one he is.
But he zooms in and he like crops out half of his friends and it's like a little grainy. Yeah. But it was just like such a good night at Sigma Chi.
And
like, it was
and he really wants you to get that he's a social butterfly. He goes out and he gets bitches.
And every picture that is a social setting, different outfit, sometimes different people, same bar.
Button up, but only buttoned up like 2 and his chest is out.
A little bit of chest and like a long dangly
necklace. A long dangly necklace.
Yes. Oh my God, this is too real. And then like his like token friend next to him, but then like
Yes.
no, literally. Okay, if you're on audio, I'm trying to like the pose is just like that. You point one finger up and you just like freeze your hand, like it's like you're like holding your breath. Like you know how there's like
you're fucking holding your breath.
You're holding your breath. You're just like puffing your chest a little bit.
What's up, bro?
You know how the people say like I've seen TikToks of people saying like Becky breathe, and it's like girls like sucking in for pictures. Guys do that too.
Damn near worse.
Yes, I'm not. There are so many men that I have seen. I know your bicep doesn't look like that naturally.
Yes.
Not saying they Facetune. I'm saying they're flexing for that picture.
Absolutely.
They're holding up a peace sign. They got a veiny ass arm because they're just flexing that one arm. And then the phone gets away.
And then the release.
Breathe, and it's just back to noodle arms.
A lot of them skip leg day.
Oh, yeah. They're like, man, I don't need it. It's the same thing.
I don't need glutes.
I don't need to sit.
Or they only focus on leg day and their fucking calves and their thighs are out of this world.
And then they got a little head.
Yeah. Always the little head. This whole episode is just us singing on these people.
No, we're going to get such bad karma. We're going to get such bad karma. Please don't hate us. We're just messing around,
We're just having fun. You know what? Roast us
I
back.
was just going to say, sick us back.
Please.
Please. That's all we're asking for here. We just wanted something fun. I don't know. I think, stereotypes are a thing for a reason. People talk all this shit on TikTok too. Like,
and it's
funny.
We're just scratching the surface. In the best way possible.
Right.
I feel like one of the obvious signs of a fuckboy is his need to like give off mystery and like his want to be the mysterious guy in the room.
Because he's not like other guys.
He's not like other guys. And he tiptoes around answers. Don't you hate when you're having a conversation with a guy and you like want a serious answer and it doesn't even have to be about something big? Like, oh, like, do you go to this bar downtown?
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, I've been there before. I know that spot. And like, okay, do you like it? Like trying to like get, I don't know, conversation.
Substance.
The curiosity.
Yeah.
Trying to spark something.
Yep.
And he's just like tiptoeing around answers.
It's almost in a way like they're the type of people who just like don't drop the bit too.
Yes.
Like back to what you're saying about how sometimes you just like want a serious answer.
Right.
I don't know. I might have to bring you there one time.
I might have to.
I'm not telling you my favorite spot. You're going to steal it. I'll bring you there one time. Like,
yep. Get over yourself.
Yeah. It's even when like you text and stuff too, I feel like they could be like, I don't know, they'll ask a question or no, you'll say something and they'll like press your buttons.
Yep.
Did that piss you off? Like,
getting feisty.
Yeah.
I like when you're mad.
Yeah. Ooh, I should piss you off more often. Or like, God, I can't even like think of one right now, but you know what I mean? Like
yes.
it's almost like just like playing with you.
Yep. You know who was a fuckboy?
Who?
Disco.
For sure. Exactly. Okay. Real ones know. You guys remember Disco? Season 2. Big main character of season 2 of this podcast.
Yep.
Like what were some of the things he did that were kind of like that?
He was a big mystery guy. Like tiptoeing around making plans. I would literally have to like, I couldn't be even a little bit ambiguous about like making a plan with the guy.
Right.
I would have to be so specific. And even if I was, he'd be like,
we'll see.
Yeah, maybe that sounds cool.
It was always maybe. I remember him using maybe.
Maybe.
Like, all right, fuck you then.
Fuck you. Then why are you still texting me?
Yes, it's because it's feeding their ego.
Yeah.
Like it's they're narcissist. Like boil it
Big
down. Like
narcissist energy.
Or I'll say they have narcissist qualities because I'm not going to say anybody's just a narcissist that easily. There's way deeper things that go into a real narcissist, but narcissistic qualities.
Right.
And I feel like they string you along to feed them. And they never set a plan with you because they just can't commit to that. Like you're just never a priority to them.
Yep.
Because I mean, it could be several reasons. It could be like it was simply a one-time thing and he doesn't know how to let this go now. Or you're one of several others that he's doing the same thing to. Like,
yep.
I feel like their goal is just like the way these actions look on the outside, not actually the effect of the actions.
Exactly. They don't care. Once they get what they want, it's done.
Right. And some like sex or not, it might not even just be sex. It could just be
it could be feeding the ego.
Right.
Once their ego's fed, it's done.
I don't even think like them wanting to have sex is the worst part. Like do your thing.
Right.
Whatever. But it's the manipulation they do to get there where I'm like, damn, you're really fucking over so many people by manipulating them for your benefit only.
Only.
I'm pissed.
Should we go out and find a fuckboy tonight?
No, we're gonna go see a movie.
Yeah.
Should we find a fuckboy in the movie?
Hey, what are you doing later? Want to get out of here?
Straight up though, we're seeing
Smile,
the new spooky movie. We're seeing it at iPic, and we're kind of sitting kind of close to the screen.
Yeah.
So like we're gonna be really scared. This is gonna be one of those movies where I know I'm gonna have to go, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. Whenever I watch a scary movie that like really gets me going, I have to say, it's Hollywood, it's fake. There's a set, there's a director behind it, there's a camera. The camera guy, they had to redo this 3 times. Like I have to
do
tell
that
myself
a lot with
that.
Dahmer.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Is it bad that like Dahmer didn't like send shivers down my spine too bad? I think honestly, I just know so much about the story already.
Right.
I knew a lot of those.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like new, but I don't know. Maybe because I just already watched things with that mentality that it's fake, it's fake.
And it's different when it actually is real.
Sure.
Like what Dahmer did was
that
it was
fucking gruesome.
It was that crazy. So it's like your brain could actually go there.
Right.
But something like this movie that we're watching tonight, where it's like, can it happen?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Like when we watch
Handmaid's Tale.
No.
Oh. I always think that when I watch Handmaid's Tale, I'm like, this is gonna be our society. Black Mirror. Love Island.
The Conjuring.
The Conjuring.
That's like another level
Yeah.
because they're fucking true stories.
I know. And like I don't even want to go into that. Yeah, no, I feel that a lot. I actually don't even know what Smile's about, and I don't want to look it up. Let's not look it up.
No, it has good ratings though.
Yep, all I know is the rating. I've just seen a lot of TikToks that were like, I went into this thinking it was just gonna be a creepy movie, but like it actually tore me apart. I think it might touch on like mental health stuff is something I saw on a TikTok.
And
like,
I heard there's a lot of good jump scares.
And someone said if you are somebody, maybe I shouldn't see this. It says if you're somebody who like genuinely has a fear that like you're crazy, don't see this movie.
Okay.
Like it might send me spiraling.
I also hate that like you're leaving tomorrow morning and I'm gonna be in this house by myself for a week.
Just close your eyes in the movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be scary.
It's okay.
I'll sleep out here.
And you have Link. I'm telling you, like she changed the game when you had left for so long. Like having Link, it's having a presence in here. It's really nice.
Yeah.
Alex and I are gonna be apart for like
a week.
No long. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Because I get there Saturday.
A week. That's still a long time though.
This was fun.
Enough about fuckboys. Again, I'm gonna preface it for the 60th time. We're just kidding.
You guys are all great people.
It's just for fun and games. We honestly just like wanted something more
like lighthearted
because we did like tests the past 2 episodes, which if you liked those, thank you. If you didn't like them, we totally get that too, and we appreciate the feedback, but we got to do it for the ones that like it too, and we like it. We love all that kind of like psych test stuff. We learned a lot from it, so even if you don't like it, I still suggest taking the test. You might learn something. It's not bullshit.
It's not.
It's better than taking a BuzzFeed quiz. So for Patreon's episode for next Friday, we want to hear your guys' opinions on fuckboys, your experiences with fuckboys. What about fuck girls too?
Right.
Like
we just don't have like the experience on that side of it. So
right. I want an example of like a hey mama's girl that just like is a fuck girl and like broke your heart. Like I want to hear stories like that too. This is a genre of people that we are breaking into. So send us your stories. Even if you're not on our Patreon, comment down below. If you're on YouTube, I want to hear stories, opinions of all this. And if you are really upset at us for doing this episode, sig on us. Please comment down below.
Don't be too mean.
Don't be too mean though. Okay, like
don't judge our character.
Right. Like you can judge like the way we dress. Like oh, we're those Hailey Bieber wannabe bitches with slick back buns right now. Like yeah, we are.
True.
And you could totally sig on us like that, but do not judge my character.
No.
I am a good person. And so is Alex. And don't mess with us. So yeah, that's for Patreon. I feel like I haven't said this in so long. But if you were listening on Spotify or Apple Music or anywhere and there's a spot to rate us or leave a review, please do. That helps us so much. I went and looked at our Apple podcast reviews the other day because I hadn't looked in a while because I noticed I stopped saying it at the end of episodes.
Oh.
You notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm going to start saying it again. Please go rate us. Please leave a review on whatever you're listening. An honest review too. Seriously, we love the feedback.
Right.
If you're on YouTube, make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications because YouTube, sometimes if you subscribe to something, they like don't let you know. So turn on the notifications and it's kind of like a condom. It's like just in case it's not in your subscription box, like you're safe and you get the notification. Yeah. Other than that, happy Monday. Happy October.
Spooky season.
leave you with this. What?
I was gonna say spooky fuckboy season.
Yes, that's precisely October. Comment down below what you're gonna be for Halloween so we can steal your ideas.
Yeah, love that.
Thank you. Love you guys. Have a good week.
Bye.